It's been a minute since I looked at my playlist. Let's see what we got over here. Oh wait, I forgot about this. Services of Amtrak. I wonder how long it's been. What the hell? A full year ago? Yeah, nah, we gotta get episode 6 out, like, right now. Okay, so this intro is gonna be longer than they usually were. I don't really know how long they were. I think it was like 40 seconds. I don't know, man. It's been a year. Anyway, I'm gonna start this one off with a happy 1-year anniversary to LOS. I was about to say LOS. That's my friend's object show. Anyway, happy 1-year anniversary to SOA. Can't believe it's been a year, because, I mean, time flies, it really does. But, yeah, hopefully it's gonna be better now because of quality or whatever, because before it was just like, here's an image of a train. Anyway, that's the episode. Goodbye. But, in my opinion, I think so far this episode's been, like, way better than the other ones. I suck at making these, by the way. Anyway, this is episode 6, the, California Zephyr, and, we have a lot to talk about this, hopefully, because I need to make this episode long. But I will say, this, I'm not gonna get into a lot of it, because we're gonna save that for the episode, but this route is very scenic. It is very scenic indeed. Anyway, like usual, after this episode's released, we will make a community post to, see what you want from me, or what service you want next, and, I will do that service for whatever gets the most votes. Usually I give it a day or two, maybe a week, maybe 6 months, I'm kidding, but, I'll give it a little bit, and then, we'll see what happens. And then whatever, like, if that has a lot of votes within, like, a day or two, I'll be like, alright, we're doing that. But, enough of my yapping, because we need to, I'm not gonna make this whole video, just the intro. But anyway, let's get into episode 6, the California Zephyr. So the California Zephyr service, what is it? It is a service that runs between the San Francisco Bay Area. It is 2,438 miles, and it runs from Chicago to Emeryville. It is one of the most scenic routes in America, crossing a ton of rivers, a ton of mountains, a ton of landscape, and you'll probably see some animals on your way. It is one of the most expensive ones as well, because it runs off of all sleeper coaches, which means you have to pay a lot to stay in them overnight. This service usually runs for 3 to 4 days on the full trip, unless you're just getting on and then getting somewhere off between the middle. This service is numbered trains 5 and 6. Get the f*** out of there! Anyways, and the total time it takes to ride this full service is usually around 52 hours with no delays, which let's get into the downsides of riding the California Zephyr. The California Zephyr usually experiences a lot of delays since it runs on the same line as a ton of freight services like Union Pacific and the BNSF. Usually that means it can sometimes take up to 4 days instead of the said 3, because the freight services usually have a lot of maintenance problems more than the Amtraks do. But another thing is the Amtraks sometimes have problems themselves, causing it to cost more time than it's supposed to. Now you may be wondering, what does this service use to run their trains? Well, this service consists of electric and diesel locomotives, diesel-electric. The engines that could be used are rather ALC-42s, P-42s, and rarely often Dash 8s. This train usually consists of 2 locomotives, with the second locomotive being in the direction of the coaches, 1 Viewliner baggage car, and then around 8 to 9 Superliner coaches. Most of the time, the Superliner coaches are ranged from cafe to lounge to observation to roomette to sleeper. And there's just a bunch of different stuff on there that you can need for a 3-day trip, ranging from breakfast in the morning, lunch, dinner, coffee, nice views, and it is a great service. Now, another question you might have is, what are this route's most famous stops? Well, they can range from Denver to Glenwood Springs to Salt Lake City and the California cities of Sacramento and Emeryville, which is one of the Union stations, which is the other Union station being Chicago, of course, like I said earlier. Now, of course, since it is one of the most popular routes, how many people ride this train? Well, 2025 is still going, so the ridership for the entire year has not been announced yet. But we do have 2024s, and the ridership in 2024 was 351,155 passengers in 2024, which is a 6.9% increase from the previous year, with their most popular locations being Denver and Glenwood Springs. It's kind of surprising that it's not like Salt Lake City or something. I mean, that's a pretty popular location, right? I mean, I couldn't tell you really. But, I think most of those are in California, but there was also probably a good ridership in California as well. Well, that is all the questions that we have today. But is there anything I think they need to do to improve this service? Well, yes, there is a couple things that they could do. Number one, more train service. We can add trains like 4 and free if those numbers are not taken by other services. Another thing they can do is not genuinely with the service, but it would be nice if we had updates from the superliners, or if we could redo them. I know they're currently trying to, figure out a way, or they're not trying to design a new superliner coach, but hopefully that comes out soon, because I'm pretty sure these are from, the 1980s, and they're getting kind of old, which they're still doing pretty good, but I mean, they might just fumble sometime soon. So hopefully we get a nice replacement for them sometime soon. But that is about all we have for this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Finally, after a year, looks like we're returning to services of Amtrak, so hopefully if I can get the next episode out sometime within the next couple months, then I think we should be returning to services of Amtrak. Hopefully it starts to do better, because the views haven't been the greatest, but I still like doing this series, so I will personally continue it. If y'all enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. After this episode is posted, I will make a community post on what service we should do next. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.